The computer up.
We know. Okay, good morning. Okay, Hini myself and I Shemes Achim Rav Yachad are saying to Rabbi Shisler, it's so beautiful that we're here together, learning Torah. A big shkach to Rabbi Jacobson, also Bishus Avi Marie, Mimi Rasi, and Rabbi Shisler, Rabbi Kagan as well. We're gonna learn something this morning. Rabbi Kagan told me to keep it short. I also need to keep it short because I'm rushing off to work. But we're going to learn through a Rashi and hopefully a bit of halacha. I've got some worksheet, some handouts here, so we can learn. Let's do some proper learning together. Sedra starts off. Vayom Hashem and Avram. Hashem said to Avram, Lech lecha. Yeah, the first word said to the Jew was go, get up and go. Yeah, it's all about action. It's doing things, starting to move. In fact, also the idea of halacha. We heard from Avi is learning halacha. That's where we are. Lech lecha. Our sedra is about halacha. Me'atzacha minodetcha mimoladatecha mibeis avicha ela aretz asher erken, to land which I will show you. Then it goes on. This is the verse in the Rashi we're going to learn together. Ve'escha legoy gadol, and I'll make you a great nation. And I will bless you. And I make your name great. And you be for a blessing. Rashi asked the question, what is this? What is it? And you should be a blessing. It already says in the middle of this description, I'll make you a great nation, and I will bless you, and I'll make your name great. And you'll be a blessing. What does this mean? So Rashi gives two shots which we're going to look at today. Rashi mainly the second one. V'hei bracha, you should be for a blessing. The blessings are given over to your hand. Ad achshav, until this point in history, hayu biadi. They are constantly giving blessings. We've got code here. Yeah, the concept of giving blessings was all done through Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Ve'vachti la'adam v'noach. I was the one who blessed Adam and Noach. Me'achshav, and from now onwards, Tevarech asher es asher tachpot. You'll be able to bless whoever you want to. And I was thinking, it's not just Bekonim, every Jew. We had the idea of bracha, so giving blessings. Something I learned from a mentor of mine in Israel many years ago. You're just walking on the streets. You see people, just give them blessings, send out that positive energy. In fact, in the hospital I work, one of the groups I run is called Daily Goals. So we get to set with the patients a goal for them for the day. And then at the end of that, sort of before the end of the group, I said, I'm going to have a mindful minute. You're going to think about your goals. You're going to visualize what you want to do today. And I'm going to sit here whilst doing that minute and just give you that positive energy. We can all do that as we're going around, turning things out to other people. This idea, you shall be for a blessing. It means we have the power to give blessings, spiritual blessings. That's the first pshat. Second pshat is as follows. And we're going to take us to the Amida. The I'll make you a great nation. Every day, 3 times a day. Elokei, Abraham. Yeah. I'll make you a great nation. That is what we say in the God of Abraham. And I will bless you. And I will bless you. That's why we say in the Amida, you'll be the God like the God of Abraham, Yitzchak. And I'll make your name great. That's how we say in the Amida, the God of Jacob. So we've got three expressions so far. So the first three are Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. V'hei bracha. What about the fourth expression? Yachol yihu chosim b'kulam. You would have thought that we should finish the first blessing. After all, it is called, the first blessing is called the Birchat Avot, the blessing of the fathers. Well, how do we finish the first blessing? Baruch Hashem again. Abraham. Yeah. What happens to the other two? It's not fair. Yeah. I mean, have you thought about this before? We mentioned Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. So we should say Bochat Hashem Magen Avot. In fact, there's a United Synagogue called Magen Avot, isn't it? Yeah. There's an expression Magen Avot. Why do we finish it off? Why do we say Bochat Hashem Magen? We finish with Magen Abraham. Why not the others? So that's what this midrash which Rashi brings. Yachol you chos mimekulam. We would have thought, and it seemed logical that we should finish on the bracha Elokei Magen Avot. Talmud Lama v'hei. Now you will be the blessing. Through you'll be blessed. Yeah, or for you the chatima. We just had Yom Kippur. Chatima means the seal. The seal will be through you, the lobahem, and not through them. So so um so there's a beautiful idea here, which this idea I want to really give across, is that we again the idea of avot in the Pirkei Avot. I've got it written down here. Shimon Tzaddik Hayom Meshawik Gdola. Shimon Tzaddik was on the men of the great assembly. Who Hayomer? He used to say, "Al Shlosh Devarim Ha'olam Hamed." On three things the world stands: Al HaTorah, Al HaAvodah, Al Gemilut Chasidim. The world stands on three things: through the study of the Torah, through the avodah, prayer, and acts of kindness. And the Maharan of Prague says that these are the three sources of connection. This is these three things. The Maharan says that's the three sources of connection that every human being is striving to have in his life is connection to self, connection to God, and connection to others. Those are the three things, and these three things are the mediums how we do that. So we connect ourselves through the study of the Torah, as we're doing now. We connect to God through through prayer, and we connect to other people through acts of kindness. So it's explained when you have a stool which has three legs. So each one is important. If you take one of them away, it'll fall down. Yeah. So so you can't have. It's not good enough to have one. It won't stand up by itself. Two, also, unless you're on a bike and it's going along and moving. Yeah, but the third one is the one which holds it together. And I think that's the idea here also. The last one, which is chesed, gemilut chasadim, which is Abraham, that is the one which will hold the whole thing together. We saw from last week's Sedra that the decree to destroy the world, the decree to destroy the world was in the time of Noah. And actually, I remember this time last year when we read the Sedra of Noah, it was quite chilling. Hamas, boom! Yeah. The world the world was full of Hamas. Wow, so it's chilling. When I read this year, it was also chilling. But when we look at Rashi there, that's why was it that the world was destroyed? Lo nigza. It went on Rashi on the word Hamas. Why was it? Because of Gezela, violent robbery. And it's amazing how they're called or how they've been called. So what was going on? There was two other things going on. There was immorality and there was idol worship. But what was the thing which actually destroyed the world was Gizela, which was stealing from each other. So I was thinking here, this is in terms of tikkunim, what we have to do the opposite. The thing which is going to bring about redemption is the opposite of stealing, which is acts of kindness. So there might be there's fear, non-belief in God. There's immorality going on, so the opposite of those things is Torah, avoda, which is belief in God, and the acts of kindness with each other. So I said this is the fundamental thing. Through you, the midah of chesed, kindness, that is what's going to bring about the ultimate redemption. So we've seen it in our Jewish world. There's many good things going on. There's lots of prayer going on. There's lots of say Tehillim. There's lots of learning. We're doing learning now. But the true thing which is going to bring about the chatima, the redemption is the act of kindness. So a simple question to ask all of us is, what act of kindness can we do today? Rabbi Crone used to say, he said, you should not go to bed without doing an act of kindness. Yeah, and proactively, so in the morning, thinking about a bit like my therapy sessions. So setting daily goals. What act of kindness are we going to do today? Yeah, and every act of kindness we do is moving closer towards the redemption. So so I put in here also the halacha that this first bracha we talked about, the Amida, it's so fundamental. If you look at the halacha in Shulchan Aruch, it's 101. So when we are davening, we need to think about every blessing. You should at least think about the first blessing. Loki then ba'avos. Interesting. The halacha is, if you hadn't properly had your mind intention in the first one, ideally, or this, and we have another opinion in a second. If you haven't had your mind properly in the first blessing, you have to go back and repeat the whole of the midah. The Ramah says we didn't actually hold like that. Ein chosrim b'shvil chesron kavana. Because unfortunately the generation we live now in, we don't. If we didn't have our in mind the first time, it's probably likely we wouldn't do it the second time either. So yeah. So however, the in principle, the idea of the first blessing, which is the idea of chesed, which is Abraham, which we saw in the Rashi earlier, is so fundamental. So I'm just thinking, the our work to do. Obviously, we're learning Torah. Obviously, we're davening as well. It's all about chesed. So we can think about that when we're having our meetup. We're thinking about that in the day ahead. What is it? Maybe there's somebody who needs a phone call, whatever it is, just amongst each other, sharing a smile with each other, going on what the idea I mentioned before about, as you're walking about, maybe we're so involved in our own mind, think outwards. You see somebody, just think, send the hey bracha, to be a blessing. May it be a blessing for us that we should, Hashem, be able to bring this kindness which the world needs amongst each other, amongst other people as well. And Hashem, through doing so, we'll see a wonderful redemption. Our placement.
I remember where I read it very recently. Targum Onkelos translates Hamas, the word they use in English means terrorism.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you see that? Where I saw that.
Well, that's what they want. Well, they're putting more money into wanting to destroy Israel than their own people. So, yeah.
You go to Sephardi Minyan and they're all saying the Hey Bracha as a response. The apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Father always into blessings. Bless everybody. Thank you very much. That was great. What is it? Yeah. Rabbi.
See, you'll do to Rabbi, I did.
Amen.